Good morning. Welcome to Rise Goes Virtual. My name is Vicki Morris and I am the host and program director for Rise. We are excited to have you join us for our very next Rise Goes Virtual event. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to join us for this fabulous networking opportunity. Before we get going, we do want to take a moment to say thank you to our sponsors. We simply could not do what we do without the valuable support of our sponsors. Rise is sponsored by ISBA. Thank you to ISBA for sponsoring Rise. If you are a small business, if you are thinking about starting a small business, you need a guided process to help you along the way of starting the business, formulating the business, and making sure the business has sustainability. The ISBA app helps you do just that. It walks you through the modules to help you start the business, grow the business, and sustain your business. ISBA, the interactive startup business application. We're also super excited to have our sponsors, The Pill Method and Innovate Huntsville. These are great organizations that have shown their support for Rise over the years, and we are very thankful for their continued support. Thank you to all of our sponsors. We simply could not do any of the things that we do in bringing Rise to our audience without your dedicated and continual support. Again, we say thank you. If you would like to support Rise, let us know. We're happy to talk with you about our sponsorship packages and the benefits available to you as a business by supporting Rise. Another option that we have with Rise is our Morning Brew magazine. We hope that you will take a look at it. It is on our website and it is on the Izu platform. The magazine is called Morning Brew, and we've got content about news and events going on in the local area and articles from many of our participants here at Rise. Now, because we have this opportunity to go global with Rise, we're inviting people that have great content no matter where they are. No matter what region of the country they reside in, if you've got great content that you would like to share with the Rise audience, send it to us. We'd love to share that in our publication. If you'd like to advertise your business in the Rise publication, Morning Brew, we'd really love to have that. So give us a call, contact us in the way that is most convenient for you, and let us know what you would like to do in helping to contribute to Rise. Our website is up and running, and we're excited for the refresh that we have on the website. We hope that we are being innovative in the things that we're bringing to you, and hope that you find ways to incorporate the opportunities and the information that we have into your business to help you grow and sustain the things that you like to do. If you would like to have one of these beautiful coffee mugs, we'd love for you to have one. They are for sale on our website and simply purchase online, and you can come on by our office and pick them up. Let us know when you'd like to pick one up, and we'll have one packaged up and ready to deliver to you, and it can be a touch-free delivery for you. Purchase online, pick up at the office. Our office is located at 515 Sparkman Drive, directly across from UAH Bevel Center. We'd love to see you. Come by the office, let us know you're coming, and we'll be happy to make sure you have your beautiful coffee mug. We always are looking for fantastic speakers to bring valuable content to our audience. So if you are interested in being one of our fantastic speakers for our Rise virtual series, or our series once we are able to connect in person, please let us know. We're always looking for great speakers. We have a lot of speakers lined up for this year. We're also looking for speakers for next year, and we're looking for speakers for new events and new opportunities that we are continuing to add to the Rise lineup. So lots of opportunities there, and we hope that you will take advantage of those. So without further ado, I want to bring to you our speaker for today. Our speaker for today is Lance Cooper of Storyboard Creative, one of our area's premier storytelling and filmmaking companies. He's got a lot of insight to share with our audience today about incorporating the power of film into your brand strategy as you market your small business. He's got lots of great insight to share with us today, and I am so excited to hear what he has to say. So, without further ado, I present to you my friend, Mr. Lance Cooper.
Hey everyone, I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video today and to network virtually as we still kind of social distance. My name's Lance Cooper. For those that don't know me, I'm a video producer here in Huntsville. My company is Storyboard Creative. I do a lot of work for different companies around. You might have seen some of my work if you've seen Progress Bank's TV commercials or videos that the Land Trust has produced the past few years. I've also worked with people nationwide, CNN, ESPN, Fox News as well. So I've been working in video for about 20 years, love it. I just love helping people tell their stories. Last year I had the opportunity to come and speak. I really appreciate Vicki inviting me. I think we had a lot of fun. We talked about video and storytelling and just the importance of storytelling in communication. How it builds empathy, builds compassion, builds cooperation, helps with memory as well. And when Vicki asked me to come back, I was planning on doing a presentation where we really actually created a video in the class. And it was going to be more interactive, a lot of fun. But, you know, here we are with COVID, doing all this remotely, so I'm going to save that one for when we can all get back together. So the first tip is a question I got a lot at the very beginning of the quarantine, and that was, how do I make my Zoom calls look better? And it's something that there's a lot of resources online, so I'll just make two quick suggestions. The first is have your largest and brightest light source behind the camera. So in other words, have your camera between you and the largest light source. Don't have a window behind you, have it on the other side of the camera, as you can see from this picture from my setup. What this does is it creates a nice soft light with, without hard shadows, and it makes sure you're evenly lit. I learned this tip from a National Geographic photographer. He was talking about how when he's out in very remote locations where there's no electricity, how he still got good light without having artificial flashes or lights that he could use. And his tip was just to have someone stand in a doorway and then take 2 steps back inside the structure. And this created a nice big soft light for their faces and their portraits because it was coming in through the doorway and it was indirect light. And of course, the brightest light during the day is the sun outside. So what this does by putting the brightest light on the other side of the camera is, one, it creates a flattering image. Two, it helps with the auto exposure that a lot of cameras have, webcams. When there's a bright light behind you, like a bright window, the camera has a limited range of how bright and how dark the image can be. And so it tries to compensate and find some middle ground, which if the light is a bright window or a bright light behind you, that's going to leave you looking dark and people won't be able to see you. Tip 2 is to have a microphone. As you can see, I've got a wireless mic on, and it's really helping make sure that you can hear me clearly. There's nothing worse than getting on a Zoom call and it dropping in and out or not really being able to understand the other person. And so, it's very easy to get a secondary mic. I know Blue makes a really great USB microphone and Rode does too, and you can probably research a few others. But having a good mic, even AirPods may work well for some people, will really make sure that people hear you well. I mean, for example, a lot of people say in cinema and other things that the sound is really half the picture. So this is a short clip of a Progress Bank commercial I made, and we're going to watch it without the sound and then watch it with the sound and see what a difference it makes. So let's watch this clip without sound first. Now let's watch it with sound.
What does progress look like? Progress looks like taking the small steps that make a new house home.
Now, as you can see, the sound makes a huge emotional impact on the story that's being told. And it's the same whenever you're communicating with someone else over Zoom. Having a mic, being able to hear someone clearly makes a huge difference. So the second thing that I'd like to talk about is user-generated content. I know we've all seen these great commercials recently where employees or customers have been using their cell phones to create video, and that's been made into a TV commercial, and I've even made a couple of those as well. And it's great. I mean, everybody has an HD or 4K camera in their pocket or purse, and anytime you can get great content that's very genuine. And a lot of times we think of user-generated content as something that should be external. It's our external communication, our marketing. But I'd like to suggest that right now is a great time to think about using user-generated content for internal communications. So we're all working remotely. Even some of us, as we ease back into this, for a while, there's going to be some of us that continue to work remote. It was really true before the virus, and it's even more so true now. I mean, we're all living, with a camera and a screen in front of us for a lot of the day as we talk with employees. So the question is, how do you build a corporate culture while everyone is working remote? So what's one way to do that? And storytelling is obviously a great part of culture. Looking at corporate culture like I do a lot, there are a few things that make up a culture. One of those is a shared language. For example, I'll use football in Alabama. Shared language might be Roll Tide or War Eagle. Another thing is shared rituals. So for example, again, football would be tailgating, or what you say after your team makes a first down, or the eagle flying onto the field. And another one is shared stories. And this is a really important one. I mean, everybody, if you go to the football analogies, you have the stories of the big game, or the big win, or the big upset, the national championships, those type of things. Your corporate culture has those stories as well too. But it's hard to share those when everybody's remote. But video can be a great way. So think about this. I mean, an easy example would be the CEO shares a weekly story over video to everyone. Another one that might be easy would be asking your employees to share their tips for working at home. Maybe you've had a few that have worked at home for a while, and they've got great tips to share with everyone else on the best practices for working at home. Another fun one might be recipes that people have learned during the quarantine, as everybody's been cooking more at home as opposed to eating out. Another might be tips for teaching your kids while you're e-learning at home. Might be something fun like, where's your favorite place to hike? It could be anything, really, but it helps build a community. It helps build relationships. Those stories help people get to know each other and really express the corporate culture really well. And who knows, you may get great content that you end up wanting to share externally because it helps build your brand. And as people hear these stories, whether internally or externally, it really helps, again, helps them remember, it helps them emotionally engage, it helps build cooperation, it really helps build relationships. And that's really important as we're all socially distanced. How do we interact socially? How do we build those relationships? And I like to suggest that maybe you think about user-generated content from your own employees as a way to help build that culture internally. Thank you for your time. I hope these tips were helpful. I hope that you are safe and your businesses are doing well and your family's safe during this time. Just please reach out to me if you need anything, and I really look forward to having the opportunity to see all of you face to face sometime in the future.
Thank you for joining us today for another Rise Goes Virtual. Stay tuned for more details on our next programs and our next events. We'll post them on social media, on our website, and on our YouTube channel. Again, my name is Vicki Morris. I'm the host and program director for Rise. If we can be of service to you in your business in helping you connect, collaborate, and grow with the people you want to connect with, please let us know. That's our purpose. That's what we're here for. And we hope you have a phenomenal rest of your day. Thanks for joining us.